in October 1917, German and Austro-Hungarian troops went over the top into the rain and fog to attack the Italian trenches opposite them. They would go on to break the trench deadlock on the Italian front, and nearly destroy the Italian army in just 2 weeks. The Battle of Caporetto was Austria-Hungary's greatest victory of WW1, and where a young Erwin Rommel learned to fight like a desert fox. In fall 1917, the Central Powers knew that time was running out for the chance at victory in the First World War. The United States had joined the Allies, and soon there would be no chance of success on the Western Front. The Germans and Austro-Hungarian populations were hungry and exhausted, and the alliance between Berlin and Vienna was tense, since Habsburg Emperor Karl flirted with a separate peace. But there was hope. Russia was seized by revolution, and the new Bolshevik powers wanted to end the war in the East. The only external threat to Austria-Hungary now was Italy, whose army had been weakened by 11 mostly fruitless attacks along the Isonzo River since 1915. If the Central Powers could relieve the pressure on the Italian front, Austria-Hungary could fight on and help Germany's planned last-ditch offensive in spring 1918. The Austro-Hungarians were planning an offensive against Italy, and they wanted to do it on their own, mostly. Kaiser Karl I wrote Kaiser Wilhelm II, asking his ally to take over more of the line Russia to free up Habsburg units, and to loan Vienna heavy guns. You will certainly understand that I particularly wish to conduct the offensive against Italy only with my own troops. My entire army considers the war against Italy our war. Since childhood, every officer has inherited from his forefathers the desire to fight against the hereditary enemy, Rothenburg 206, but Berlin had other ideas. At this point in the war, the Germans didn't fully trust the Austrians, since Vienna openly wanted peace without annexations, which the German High Command opposed. German leadership considered the Austro-Hungarian army as too weak to attack on its own, and even thought that the country would collapse if the alliance drifted further apart. A joint victory under German command would nip Vienna's doves in the bud and keep them in the war. At the same time, the capture of Riga on the Eastern Front in September freed up German troops for use elsewhere. So the Germans created the 14th Army to send to the Italian front, a mixed formation of German and Habsburg troops, under the command German General Otto von Below. The new army included the Württemberg Mountain Battalion and a young lieutenant by the name of Erwin Rommel. The 25-year-old Rommel was already experienced and decorated for his actions on the Western and Romanian fronts, but he and many other Central Power soldiers were about to witness a battle unlike any they'd fought before. The plan for Operation Waffenruhe, or Brotherhood in Arms, was for the German and best Austro-Hungarian units to infiltrate the Italian line on a 40 kilometers front near the key village of Kobarid, called Karfreitz in German and Caporetto in Italian. Then, they would seize the high ground and race along the valleys until they reached the Tagliamento River. An Austrian officer described the plan as a fist punching through a barrier, then unclenching to spread its fingers, a stormtrooper tactic the German had success with at Riga in September. If things went well, the German command would decide what to do after that. The idea was not necessarily to knock Italy out.